Alright guys, so I've just learned a valuable lesson. Do not cast further than you are willing to go in order to retrieve your line.
Oh God. Oh God.
Well, good morning. It is 7-ish a.m. and I am on an ADO, which is like, we work 40-hour weeks, but only are paid for 38 hours. So once a month they give you a free day off. And I woke up this morning and I really didn't have many plans. I've been gardening for the last 2 days and I love gardening, but I was kind of sick of just being at home all day. But I did a lot, and I'll show you some pretty pictures of that. Built a greenhouse, installed some, not garden beds, but like steel drums, planted some plants, and the funnest of all, did some weeding. But yeah, woke up this morning without many plans and felt like getting outside and doing something unique. And I haven't been fishing for a very long time. It's been on my mind a little bit. So I bought a fishing rod not long ago. Wow, look at what I'm looking at. And that's where I want to go fishing. The Murrumbidgee. So it's very pretty here. Almost hit a couple of kangaroos on the way, but that's how it goes. I drove slowly, don't worry. So I've not been fishing for over 10 years easily. I have very little experience or skills or anything. I've just YouTubed a bunch of knots and gone to BCF and bought a reel, a rod, some line, and a hook. I'm not expecting to catch anything, to be honest, but I thought I'd make a video, and it's always good to just promote getting outside. So that's kind of the main goal, that even if you don't catch anything, it's okay, because it's nice to get outside. So let's go find a spot and let's try fishing out. So, I don't know if I'm right or wrong in being this dramatic, but I'm just going to speak softly, and I'm going to cast my line around here towards the shore, because apparently trout like to eat along the shore, and apparently a common mistake people do is they go right up to the shore and try and cast deep in the middle. So I'm just going to try the edges and see how we go. It has been a while since I've done this. So, pinch the line. Gosh. And I'm not going to go too far, just there. Oh. Okay, so there is a bit of a skill issue here. You just throw it straight into a bunch of logs. Wingardium Leviosa. No, didn't work. Literally the most beginner cast ever. Anyway, that's fine, because I am a beginner. Let's untangle that. Untangle that. Don't fall into the water and scare all the fishes like I'm doing. Okay, now it's tangled on me. Oh dear. Fishing is fun. Alright, the good news, everyone, is that my knot held up. I'm doing like the literal opposite of what I said. I'm just doing exactly what they said beginners do that they shouldn't be doing. I'm right on the edge, and I'm casting straight into the middle. For the people who fish watching this, what's the best way to bring in a lure? Like, do you do it smoothly and constantly? Or do you just kind of do it in little jerks? Oh, I've caught a rock. My first catch. I'm guessing that's a pretty common thing with river fishing, is getting caught on stuff. Alright guys, so I've just learned a valuable lesson. Do not cast further than you are willing to go in order to retrieve your line. So I'm snagged on something and I'm gonna try and get as close to the lure as possible, which is probably about 5 meters in. I don't know what I'm snagged on, but I've tried for about 10 minutes every angle I can get to. And I've pulled pretty hard, so if it is wood, it's probably sunk into the wood. Fishing is fun. Anyway, I'm going to go in. I'm going to try to retrieve as much as, if I can't retrieve the lure, at least retrieve as much of the fishing line as I can, because I'm not interested in, coming out and like leaving fishing line in the water. That's the opposite of what I want to do. Oh dear. Anyway, looks like we're going for a swim.
Oh God. Oh God. I got it. It was trapped on a rock. Oh, we saved the lure.
Alright guys, I'm currently in my undies at the Murrumbidgee. I just had to swim to retrieve my lure. That's how far I'll go to not litter, guys, and leave fishing line behind. It was cold, it was snagged on a deep rock. But I can't believe how deep it was, I couldn't touch the bottom. And I'm pretty tall. But we got it, so let's keep fishing, but maybe somewhere else. By the way, while I was collecting my line, look how much other line I collected. I don't know if you guys can see that. Wasn't sure whether I should bring my hiking boots or my old kind of hockers, and I'm very glad I brought my hockers because that came in super useful to swim with. They weren't too heavy and I could still use them to walk on the rocks. But if I had had my boots, that would have been very heavy to swim with. And when you're swimming on water and you can't see the bottom and you can't feel the bottom, it gets you a little bit anxious. But once I got used to the temperature of the water, I realized my anxiety lowered a lot. And I realized it was probably a bit of biofeedback from being cold in the water. Because it's only early spring, so water is still pretty chilly. Anyway, I'm going to hike up north a little bit more, south a little bit more, to see if there's another fishing spot. Alright, this looks like an okay spot. Do not cast further than you are willing to go. That's the rule. Let's just do a little one. Wow. This is a very rare type of fish called Stickiatus. You suck at fishing-itis. Oh man. Right in there. Got to make sure you handle the fish delicately and wet your hands with water first before you put it back in the water. It's too small for eating. Oh, we have fun. I'm getting a bit sick of having my hook stuck in things. If I'm honest, the old shake did it. Let's go somewhere with less trees. All right, guys, this is the spot. Got a good feeling about this. Okay, I did just get stuck on a tree for about 20 minutes, but we're free now, and I still got a good feeling about this place. So, no luck in that other spot. Starting to think about going home. Unless a fish bites right now. Or now. That would have been awesome if that worked. I'm realizing how much further you can get when you use two hands. When you cast, it gets much further. But I do not think I'm going to get lucky this morning. I'm not exactly sure what I did wrong or whether that's just how fishing goes. But no fish for me. If you guys can see what I did wrong, please comment down below. I would love some tips. To be fair, I have not seen a single sign of fish life. There haven't been any fish jumping out of the water, lots of bugs on the surface not getting eaten, so not exactly sure, but maybe this is just not a very productive fishing spot. Might not come back here next time, I might try a different area, but I haven't had brekkie, so I'm going to go get a fish fillet at Macca's. No, that's a joke. I think I'll just get some nice warm eggs on toast. Do you guys have a favorite trail song that you go to? Like a kind of tune that you hum in your head? My one is, it goes like this. Now, if anyone can guess what song that is, I'll be very impressed. But also you'll be identifying yourself as a 30s, someone in your 30s, because that's from the 90s when I was growing up. That is an iconic tune. Well guys, I might just leave it there. I'm sorry I didn't catch any fish, but I want this to be a kind of message that you don't need to catch fish to have a good time. I'm very glad that I came out and spent some time with the tranquility of the river sounds and went for an unexpected swim. That was lovely. But thank you so much for joining, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Leave me some tips below on how to fish better. See ya.